And hello, welcome to the stream. Today we're playing Masterword by Scorpion Masqué and Yellow Games. This is a great new word game that just came out recently, in the past week, and I've already fallen in love with it because I think it's just delightful. So hopefully you all will be able to join along as we go on this journey together. This is a brand new thing that I'm trying. It's a game show variant, if you will. We will be playing by the normal rules of Scorpion Masqué. They have, hopefully, I think one of the developers will actually be in the chat. So if you have any questions, you can ask them. Matthew will be here, hopefully. If he's a little bit late, we'll see where we get there. But the first thing we'll do a quick overview of the rules, and then we will jump right into game one. We'll play game one, and then we'll continue. Oh, there we go. In chat, you can see Matty Legg is indeed one of our pure developers of this game. It's great. I'm really excited to have him on, as he will be on tomorrow at noon. We'll be playing again every day this week. It's going to be really exciting. So let's first come and meet our guests. And here are our guests. We've got Sarah Shah and we've got Gil Hova down here below me. They have graciously agreed to come on and try out this new format for Masterwork. I'm really excited. Please let me know if anyone has any issues with the stream. This is brand new. I'm testing it out pretty much live, so you get to be part of this wonderful nonsense. But what we're going to be doing... Oh, so sorry, before we even get into that, Sarah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah. I do 1-minute overviews of videos called Board Games in a Minute. I guess that's it.
Okay. And you can follow her at the link below her name down there. And my wonderful friend Gil Hova. Gil is one of my favorite people in the industry because he basically got me into the industry. So I'm really happy.
You got yourself into the industry.
Gil, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Gil. I design the games, the network, Wordsy, High Rise, and others, and I co-host the podcast Ludology.
All right.
With Emma Larkins and Scott Rogers.
Absolutely. It's a great podcast, and if you're a game designer, it's a must listen.
There are reports that I am echoey. Do you folks hear that?
I do not hear... Oh, you know what? It might be because... No, I don't... I do not know.
Gremlins! Very echoey.
Uh-oh. Is it because of me? I'm sorry. I don't have...
Hold on. How about now?
All right. I'm talking now. Am I echoey? Or is that my...
I think what's happening is that these are the streams. I think they actually are picking up the streams. I don't know if I muted the streams themselves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, so I know what's going to happen. Here we go. Hold on. I got this.
Ian's got it. Ian's on it.
There we go. That should have fixed it. Sorry, this is a learning process. We are trying new things with this.
All right, well, let me try. Chat, am I echoey now? How about now? I'm talking now.
There
no
we
more
go.
echo. Woo,
okay,
excellent.
I figured it out. Well done,
out.
Ian. It is indeed the mixer. I needed to literally mute the streams that are coming from both of them and just use the computer audio. There we go. All right. So let's jump into the game. Let's do a quick little learning session.
Sure.
This is a little bit overwhelming to look at to begin. You're going to have to bear with me as I finagle this stream. There's a lot of things that I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm running this completely by myself, so you might hear some clicks and whatnot trying to get through all these things. But I'm really excited to try this new one out. I'm really proud of it. It looks really neat. Okay, so above my head is a category that you will be seeing. In the board game version, you will have a card that will look just like the thing above. There will be a category that only the guide, a category and answer that both the guide can see, that's me, and everyone else will only be able to see the category. So, for example, if the category was, say, animal, I'm going to just quickly turn that off there. If the category was animal, you all would be able to see animal. I would be able to see cow. There we go.
Cool.
And so if this was the case, I would then have to just say, okay, the category is animal. Go. And then Sarah and Gil are going to have to come up with 4 clues, 2 each, that help them to guess the word cow. And I see that our stream is Gil's camera seems to be going wonky. Just bear with it.
Really?
This is new. We're trying to figure
Okay.
this out. The NDI is a new, cool new thing, but we're trying to figure it out. It does this sometimes. We'll just have to handle it. I apologize. All right. So clues can be many things. They can be a short sentence. They can be a single word. It's up to the players to determine what is best for them. And what's important is that you can repeat clues. So if you want to put lives on a farm on both of your clues, that is perfectly a legitimate strategy. The reason for that is, let's say that both Gil and Sarah want to figure out, does it live on a farm? Well, you might want to say, lives on a farm, as one of your clues. There we go. I'm just going to do this.
See, I'm watching all the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, that's probably why everything is messing up. I need to turn that off. Stop sharing. There we go. That might actually fix the NDI stream. And so both of those could be lives on a farm, but then Sarah might say, can swim, question mark. And then the last one might be, eats, carnivore. Like this.
So we can each put in 2 clues?
You can each put in 2 clues.
Got it,
And
okay.
so you'll be able to see this in round 1. They all decided that they wanted to do this. So lives on a farm, can swim, carnivore. Now, the guide then gets to decide which of these clues applies to the answer that they want to give. So in my case, I want to try to get them to guess cow. So obviously, lives on a farm is absolutely correct. Cows could swim. They might be able to swim, but is that really what I want them to try to go for? Probably not. And carnivore, cows are not carnivores. So what I will do is I will try to find round 1 checks here. I will give them 2 checks to show that they are correct on 2 of them. Notice that these do not tell the players which ones of these are correct. So, but what this does say is that it's either lives on a farm or it is can swim and carnivore.
Got
So
it.
that's the power of giving a double clue.
Cool.
Yep,
Cool.
This is Trivia Mastermind. That is literally what this is. But it is up to the players to decide what these clues are. And
All right. So when something's in between, like can swim, is there like a yellow or so answer,
No.
or like you decide whether it's relevant or not?
I decide whether it is relevant or not. It either is relevant or it isn't, and it is up to me.
So it's not necessarily that it's true or not. It could just be, well, it's technically true but irrelevant, so I'm not checking it.
Correct. So like cows technically can swim, but that's not a really defining quality of a cow.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Okay. So, oh yes, thank you, Matt. Being the guide is not as easy as it seems, because I have to be very careful about how many correct answers I give you.
Got it.
Once per game, I can reveal my special check mark. My special check mark allows me to mark a previously given clue that is for sure correct. So if you are just going through and trying to give clues for something that can swim and is a carnivore, I'm like, no, stop. I can just put my one token lives on a farm. So you know that is definitively what that is.
Got it. Cool.
That's a one-time per game ability, though, so I need to be very careful about how I do that.
Mm-hmm.
If at any time you think you want to cross off any words, I can certainly do that for the sake of the people. It's very easy for me to just cross them off. I just need to know which ones you want me to cross off. So if you want me to cross off the lives on a farm, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Exit all those out. All right. Are there any questions?
Do we play like the full 6 rounds, or can we end a game early by guessing?
So, yes, you may. And this is an important thing that I probably should have said right off the bat. You can't just guess cow. If you think it's cow, you can't just put it on one of your clue cards. You have to specifically say, I am guessing cow. Because if you put the word cow in any normal clue box, you lose.
Oh, okay.
So there are 3 red cards in the game, and they're technically in round 7. So if you don't use them, you will have a round 7 where you can put 3 guesses in. That's what this bottom row is for.
Got it.
If you want to, I can, instead of giving a clue, you can add a red border to one of your clues, and that is your guess.
Got it. Okay, cool. So that offsets that rule that you said before. If a word is in a clue, if you crossed out a clue in the past, you do still lose?
No. Crossing off clues is just for your own sake. We can uncross them if you need to.
But what I'm saying is, if I crossed out a word, you said before that we lose if one of our words was used previously as a clue. Even if we cross it out, that doesn't matter?
So, for example, if you put randomly, I don't know why you would do this in round 1, if you put the word cow, we would just lose.
Oh, right away.
Right away.
Got it, okay.
But if you said, I'm just going to guess cow.
Yep.
And hold on, let me reconfigure this. If we just said cow, like that, then we'd win.
I see, okay.
So that's how that works.
So we can't be too direct with our guesses.
Correct. And you only get 3 guesses for the entire game.
Got it, okay,
between
cool.
the 2 of you.
Got it.
Okay. So, we ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
We're not going to see the red part, though, right? I mean, because you are having us look. Okay.
Correct. I will be Xing that out presently.
Okay.
Ding. Also, category. By the way, each round, both of you only have 90 seconds to complete your clues. So you can discuss as much as you'd like, but at the end of 90 seconds, you need to turn your clues into me.
Got it.
I recommend you talk out loud. I cannot provide any feedback, although, I mean, I'm going to have facial reactions because it's funny. And I will be willing to answer any questions that you might have, but I'm not allowed to give any clues after that. It's all up to you. All right. I believe we need to get our first clue. And our first clue is sport. You now have 90 seconds to come up with 2 clues per person, and you can talk amongst each other to decide what those clues are. Starting now.
I think one of the clues should be it involves a racket, right? Because that would.
Yeah, that's good. Or just we may want to go take a step back and say that it involves a ball, because there's sports like boxing or even hockey that don't involve a ball.
I feel like it's just too broad. I was thinking maybe something like it involves kicking a ball, or it involves throwing a ball, maybe. Okay,
we definitely don't want to be like our clues for this round should be like 50-50, because if we do 4 things that cover all quadrants, just give us 4 things and we won't know, or 2 things we won't know which is which. So Matthew is suggesting that we start broad.
Okay.
He's the developer, so definitely listen to him.
So it involves a racket. Do you also want to guess if it's a team sport versus an individual sport?
Gosh, but there's so many sports that can be played either individually or as a team, like tennis, for example, badminton.
20 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with it's a team sport.
Ooh, season. It's a winter sport or?
Oh, good call. Yep, winter or summer sport. So I'll ask, is it a summer sport?
I think, do we have to do it in the form of statements, though?
No, you can do however you'd like. So, again, this first round I'm being a little bit less scary because we're...
So we've got ball, we've got racket, we've got season, so we have one more clue left, right?
But time's up, so...
Yep.
Do we want to go with ball or not? Well, if it involves a racket, then it'll involve a ball. So let's...
I thought we had racket separately and then the ball question separately. Like, it involves a racket and then it involves the ball.
It might be tricky to take them apart. Well, actually, if they're both together and we get two, then it's likely that... Okay, we'll include that.
Okay, so we're getting all of these in.
Sarah, do you want to double yours?
Oh, I already put it involves a racket. I already got that. Oh,
you get one more clue. So I'm just asking if you...
It is a summer sport.
Oh, that's what I get. Okay, so we're doubling summer. Okay, cool.
Oh, you already said summer. Oh,
Yeah.
Oops.
But, again, doubling things up is not a horrible thing.
Okay, sure.
All right, so Ian's doing his magic in the background.
I'm working on it. All right, here we go. So, we've got summer sport. It involves a ball. It involves a racket. And summer sport again. So...
Okay, so it is either a summer sport...
sorry. I did not give... Apparently it just automatically did that. I have not actually done the check marks yet.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So I need to think about this.
Maddie said we shouldn't double up so early. Oops.
Yeah, what does Matthew know? He just designed the game. That's all he did.
Doesn't know anything.
We're obviously the real master word masters here.
All right. That's what I'm going with.
Ooh.
3.
I'm going with 3.
So then it's definitely a summer sport, and then one of the other two is checked as well.
But if it involves a racket, then it also involves a ball. So the fact
No, badminton doesn't use a ball.
That's true. It uses a shuttlecock. Okay. So badminton is a possibility?
So we definitely know it's a summer sport because logically you cannot have 3 of them without having summer sport be 2 of them. So...
Okay.
So, are you ready for the next round?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now that you know.
All right, let us know when our time is running.
Timer is running.
Okay.
90
Okay.
seconds.
Delay, so we can't see. All
So
right.
I would argue, so I understand that badminton can be a summer sport that people play outside, but you can also play in the winter inside, which I used to do. So how about we ask something, can it be played indoors as well as...
I have to just interject here for a moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did something wrong.
All right.
Yeah, this is just my bad because I am bad at this. You only have 1.
Oh, we only have 1.
Yeah. I accidentally inverted it in my head about which ones were visible. I was like, why are you guys talking about?
Okay. Sarah, it's not a summer sport then.
So yeah, it's definitely not a summer sport. So it either involves a racket or involves a ball. Okay.
Okay. So I would. Yep.
Sorry. So maybe saying is it a summer sport was too narrow. Can we say something like maybe it can be played in any season? Because if it can be played indoor, it can be played in any season.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
It seems like a big skill in this game is framing the questions, the clues relative to each other. because then we can more easily deduce which is which. I also am curious if it's a physical sport, like it involves tackles, because football or, gridiron football may be a possibility here.
Right. Do you want to say something like, does it involve human contact?
20 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
And then I think we should bring in one of the previous two. It involves a ball or it involves a racket, because then if we get another thumbs up, like depending on how many we get, it could be one of those again. So should we say it involves a racket again, maybe?
Can we repeat a clue from before?
You may.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So, Ian, I amended my previous one.
Yep,
Instead
I
of
saw
being,
it. I got it.
Yep,
I got it.
Yep.
Okay, you have 3. I need 1 more.
Okay.
And time is technically up, but I'm being lenient on this first round.
Because you stopped us for a moment. So, and you didn't tell us when the timer started. So, okay.
It can be played both indoor and outdoor.
That's what we did with any season, though, right?
Yeah. I
have
don't
to
know.
ask for your answer.
It has judges, like figure skating.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yep. So online play is also slower than play in person. Correct. Yes, Matty is correct in that. Yep. All right. So we're going to just jump into round 2 and see what we got. All right. So it can be played in any season. It's a contact sport. It involves a racket. It has judges. So those are our 4 clues for the round. And
I'm specifying with judges that those judges aren't just referees. They're very specifically judges, as in figure skating.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
This is tough. This is very tough on my end. I have to be very careful about this because I could give certain clues, a certain number of clues. So we had a question in the chat. What do you do if you, as the judge, legitimately don't know? You can ask for a quick clarification, and the judge is also allowed to use the internet. The players are not allowed to use the internet, which is actually in the rules, and I love that. I can look it up. And Matt will have to remind me if the guide can ask a clarifying question about a clue, because I'm not 100% sure about that. And I think it might be a little bit cheaty if we are in point of fact doing that. I am going to.
I feel like the judge should have a timer too, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to give one clue. I'm going to give a 1 thumbs up.
1 thumbs up.
My God.
All right. So I'm pretty sure at this point that it doesn't. I'm not so sure it involves a racket anymore. I think it's unlikely.
Okay, yeah, because if it's badminton could definitely be played in any season. So then it would have been 2 for sure.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I definitely think it's not badminton then, because or any racket sport.
Yeah. This is most definitely a winter sport. It might.
I don't know if it's definite. Okay. Yeah, it probably is a winter sport, but I think it involves a ball. Because remember, the top one only had one, and we thought it could be either a racket or ball. Mm-hmm. So we just ruled out racket, so it definitely involves a ball. So what winter sports involve balls?
Basketball. Well, basketball could be played in any season, but it's not necessarily a summer sport.
Okay.
So I think basketball fits with everything we've seen so far.
All right. In this case, I'm going to actually do a 2-minute, 30-second timer just because we have some internet delay stuff that we're dealing with. So I'm going to give you an extra minute for the talking, but I'm going to enforce this. If you do not put them in my chat window, in my Skype window, I will not accept the answers.
All right. Just let us know when the timer runs, because
I will give you a 30-second warning.
Yeah, okay. 30-second warning when the timer starts?
I am giving the timer will be starting now.
Okay. All right. So I would say we should do one clue that narrows down basketball.
Okay, teams. Does it involve teams?
Okay. And I'd like to ask, does it involve free throws also? That way we narrow it down to basketball. Say that again?
You want me to type that?
No, I will type it in. I just want to make sure you're okay with it.
Oh, sure. I feel like we should try to rule out basketball as well, in case it's not basketball.
It helps to be tall. In basketball, it helps to be tall.
Oh, that's just a great clue. I just love that clue. That's delightful.
Well,
as a volleyball, you'd want to be tall as well.
Sure. But since volleyball doesn't involve free throws, like if it's basketball, it's going to be all four. But if it's volleyball, it will only be like three.
So you want to focus on all four. Okay. Should we say Michael Jordan played this sport?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think we're ready in.
Okay, yeah, and you still have over a minute, so you actually did a really good job there. Actually, that ended up being precisely what you needed. So, good job.
We're getting the hang of it, so...
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We will speed things up here. All right, so let's review your answers for round 3. Does it involve teams? Free throws. It helps to be tall. And Michael Jordan. And I will think about this for a moment.
Of course, Michael Jordan also played baseball, but that's another story.
What?
Yeah, he was on a minor league team for a while.
Well, you don't want to mention that right now.
But baseball's a summer sport, so it's already eliminated.
So I'd like to note that you have all 4 thumbs up for this round.
All right. I think we're ready for our guest now, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay.
So if you are ready to give it, let's do a full round here. If you want to use one of your cards, let me know.
Yep. When you say one of our cards, you mean one of the clues we've already done?
No. So one of your answer cards.
Yes, I think we want to use one of our 3 guesses for basketball.
I can't hear you, Ian.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can.
Oh. Now we can. So, yes, we want to use one of our 3 guesses for basketball.
All right. And what are your other 3 clues?
Oh, we have to come up with other clues?
Yep, just in case.
Okay, so if it's... I mean, I don't see what else it could be, because Michael Jordan's only other sport that he's even remotely known for is baseball.
Make up stuff. It has a white ball.
It is played on Mars.
Sure.
And it was invented by Bulgaria in the 13th century.
Sounds good. Yes.
All right, and I think we can just stop the timer safely enough.
Yeah.
And we'll reveal these words. Ding. So, you have guessed basketball, and so I move that over there. I need to undo this. I'm still learning the stream stuff here. I have a heck of a layout here, and the correct answer is indeed. Oops, not that. It's not a cow. My bad. It is indeed basketball. You are correct in this. Now, what would have happened if you were incorrect in your guess? I would have treated basketball as just another clue.
Got it.
So if it was like baseball, I might have been like, yeah, it's close enough. So close enough.
Cool.
I need to remember to actually do that there. All right, so now that you've learned the game, I'm going to get the timer to 2 minutes because I think you are pretty good about getting the timer down. And welcome to everyone new on stream. Thank you very much for joining us. And I'm going to take a quick break to reset the board, and I will be right back.
All right. In the meantime, Sarah and I can chat and make fun of Ian.
Yes, indeed.